Good morning. So today I want to talk about what can you put down your toilet when you're on a septic system. So it sounds scary, it sounds complicated. You're making the switch from public sewer to private sewer. It's really not that big of a deal, right? So a septic system's designed to basically capture all the solids and dissipate the liquids on the property that your house is on, right? Public system basically is going to be a bigger version of that, except for the disposal of the liquids and the solids will be further away from the house. So in our area, and probably in yours too, on sewer lines for public, you'll have the line from the home to the sidewalk or to the road is the responsibility for the homeowner, right? So as long as the sewage makes it there, it's now the county's problem. All you really have to worry about is a potential clog and that wastewater coming back into the house. On a septic system, all of it's your problem, right? So you need to make sure that you're very conscious of what's going down your system. That way you don't cause any accidental clogs or any kind of premature failure inside of your absorption system. The best way to avoid that is just to pump out your tank regularly, by the way. But regardless, so you want to know what can go down the drain. Human waste toilet paper, that's it, right? But you don't have to torture yourself with one-ply toilet paper. You can use normal toilet paper and be perfectly fine. Things you want to avoid is going to be things like flushable wipes, feminine products, plastics, cigarette butts, even rubber ducks. I've seen so many kids flush Barbie doll shoes, rubber ducks. I've seen action figures, like the really tiny ones. They'll make it through the toilet, right? And they will cause problems in your sewer line. So it's super, super important not to be letting that stuff go down your drain. Now, you want to know what kind of toilet paper you're allowed to use. I hear a lot of people obsess over using one-ply or RV toilet paper, and that stuff doesn't matter, right? You can use any normal two-ply. Just be conscious of the brand that you pick, because some brands are really thick and they're also fairly stretchy. So if it's got any of those qualities, you probably should be careful. But if you want to double check yourself, all you gotta do is just get a cup of water, 2 or 3 sheets of that toilet paper, put it in the cup, right? Let it sit for a few minutes. If you can take 2 fingers and pull that sheet of toilet paper out and it stays together, it's probably a little bit too thick, right? Some people nowadays are going more towards bidets, right? It's a foreign concept to most Americans, but it's a popular thing now, and it saves on paper costs, and it also makes it where you have less debris getting into your septic system. Things like grease, they will cause problems inside of your septic system. Namely, it will cause clogs in the pipes, right? Same thing it does to our hearts, the same thing it's going to do to your pipes. It'll build up on the interior of the pipe walls, and eventually debris will get stuck, and then you'll run into a clog. The other issue with grease is that it can start to work its way into the absorption system depending on how thick it ends up getting, and if your baffle's set down far enough, it can get into your absorption system, plug it up, and cause it to have premature failure. There are additives that you can put into your septic system. Do they work? There's no real concrete evidence that they do. So the best way to maintain your septic is going to be to pump it out regularly. When we're trying to decide what goes down the toilet, use your best judgment. It needs to be human waste, toilet paper, nothing else. If you have a garbage disposal on your property, that's okay, but it is important to understand that some counties have regulations on the absorption system for having a garbage disposal on your property. For example, in our state, in Maryland, there's a county called Howard County. This county will require you to extend your absorption system if you want to put a garbage disposal on the property. Every other county doesn't really care, except for Howard County. They're the only ones who really care about that sort of thing. The problem with garbage disposals is that we'll be putting a lot of other debris down into the sewer line, right? So the septic system is just an extension of our belly, so all the bacteria that's in our gut is going to break down our solids really efficiently, and then you're in good shape, right? But with a garbage disposal, it'll break down the solids either really, really, really tiny or fairly large. And you won't get a good settlement inside of the tank, and then the solids will build up faster, and then eventually it works its way into the absorption system, causing issues. The best way to work a garbage disposal is only to really kind of clear the drain for a 2 or 3 second blitz, not putting an entire pot of spaghetti or any other food waste completely down there. Most of that stuff needs to go in the trash. it's good practice for public sewer as well. You don't want to be putting that stuff down there. That's where you always get the comments on, oh, Thanksgiving's a great time for plumbers because everybody puts potato peels down the garbage disposal. Yeah, they do, and it will cause problems, so you don't want to put that stuff down there. I hope this has helped you guys get a little bit more clarity on what can go down your drain. Don't panic, don't stress. It's really not that big of a deal. Just make sure you're conscious of what you're putting down. Just stick to human waste toilet paper, you'll be okay. If you like content like this, go ahead and hit subscribe, as I have more information posted daily on the world of well and septic. Until next time.